Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. It's Malcolm Watson here, One for One Goal, coming live to you from Berkshire in the UK. And I hope you've had a good week so far. It's a little bit chilly here today, but it's we're all happy and smiling. So today I just want to ask the question: have you ever felt that your life should be more rewarding? Um, well, if so, I'm here to give you some simple life hacks that you're doing now, but you just need to remember to re energize them. So that's what it's about today: how to learn 6 easy life hacks. So we're all busy, we all work hard. Um, we're always doing things, particularly at this time of the year, even in semi-lockdown or lockdown or whatever state you happen to be in at the moment. But I'm always grateful of the weekends. The weekends to me are brilliant. I know for some people they're just the same as every other day because you have to work. But for me, it's a time to slow down a little bit, recoup, regenerate, recover. And I often, it gives me time just to reflect on the week I've had and what lies ahead. Quite rightly, people always say, don't live in the past. You should never live in the past. The only thing you should get from the past are lessons. If you learn from the past, it's been worthwhile, and that's always worth doing. So, it's no use wishing you were back in the good old days because our memory has a way, or our mind has a way of remembering the good and eliminating the bad in lots of situations, the old rose tinted glasses and so on. But you've got to remember that very soon these will be the good old days. So enjoy them, live every day. Um, so I want to tell you about my last week and what I've learned, and as I say, give you 6 easy hacks. So what have I learned? This week was slightly atypical in the fact that 3 days I was on the virtual GoPro with Eric Worre. So that took up 3 days of my week. So the first thing I learned of my life hacks was to allocate time. I had to fit my working week into 3 days instead of 5 or 6 days. So the great thing about that is you start to realize what is really important. And we all know you should do what's important first, what's hard first. Bite the frog or whatever the phrase is. You've got to do what's difficult first. So it made me prioritize a little bit more than perhaps I would do normally. And that was a really good thing. It's a good philosophy anytime to obviously prioritize and to say what's important. Do I really need to do this? Is it taking me towards my goal? Um, and that's a really good thing to do, because if you ask yourself regularly the question, is this taking me towards my goal? Is this taking me to where I want to be? And then you can say, yes, it is, and you carry on. Or you can say, no, it's not. So you refocus. So first hack achieved, prioritizing time. The next one is I learned to stay healthy. Um, I go to the gym 3 times a week. I ride my bike the other 2 times. I go for walks. And there's a reason behind this, because over 35 years ago, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And it came as quite a shock to me. Obviously, I was a fit, healthy, youngish man in those days. And yet I'd found it really difficult to walk. I'd gone very stiff in my joints. I couldn't run as I used to. And when it was diagnosed, at least I knew what it was. And there was a serendipity moment in that my wife just happened to be in a health food store, and she found this book written by a doctor who had also had rheumatoid arthritis. And I started a diet, and that was 35 years ago. And I still do it. Not quite as strictly as I used to, but I still do it. And it's helped me maintain fitness and mobility and happiness and all these things. So that's really important. Every year I go for an MOT with my consultant, and he calls me his star patient, and I intend to stay that way. So, second life hack is stay healthy. The next one is one that we know, but again, like I said, it just needs to be remembered, if you like, and it's to learn from other people. I'm very fortunate to work with a great team in the business I do, and I learn so much from them. There are leaders, and we have. Well, we used to, but we have Zoom calls now. But we used to have get-togethers and large meetings, and you always learned, you energized from them. Well, this weekend, for 3 days, that was supplanted by GoPro, and I learned so much from other people over this weekend. And just want to share three nuggets with you. First of all, Eric Worre. I remember listening to GoPro, the CD which I have in the car regularly, and he says, "I'm going to the top, or I'm going to die trying." And that's the spirit. You've got to have a burning desire. I'm going to the top. Nothing is going to stop me. The second thing was to model successful people. Look at successful people, do what they do. Don't reinvent the wheel. You don't have to be like them. You be yourself, but you learn what they've learned, and it can save you eons of time, because we have to go through lots of iterations to get to be successful. And if you can pick up some of those from other people, that's just golden. And the last one was set assignments. Now, I've done this a little bit in the past, but it's a really good way to check that people want to do things and are keen to help. Set people assignments. Give them an assignment to do when they join your team. It might just be a small one, like, get all your ducks in a row, get things ready, speak to one person, whatever it is, but set assignments. And they really do help you, and they help other people get started in the business. So that's another life hack. The next one is I learned to be grateful. Now, we all know about gratitude, but it's such an important thing. You need to be grateful for what you have. We all bemoan our situation at times. It's human nature. But remember, some people would kill for what you've got, what I've got. And that's an important thing to remember. I begin and end every day with thanks and gratitude, and reflecting on what I have: my family, my home, my life, health, food, love, work, yes, work, all these things which we should be grateful for. And I'm sure you can add to the list. But remember, be grateful, thank yourself, thank the universe for all the gratitude, all the good things that you have, because it really can alter your life. Another life hack achieved. The next one, I learned what it's like, or I remembered what it's like to be young. One of the blessings of young people is that they remind you of what fun it is to be alive. Whenever I'm with my grandchildren, they just make me feel so good, because they're just always asking questions. They're always full of energy. They always want to know more, and they're just fun. But also this week, I saw so many young, successful people on GoPro, and they were all full of enthusiasm and energy. It was fantastic. It really does rub off. So again, you've got to remember, just stay young always. I was in education for many years, and one of the things I always said was that young people keep you young, and it's true. Just remember what it was like to be young, when you had that sense of awe and wonder about everything. You asked questions about everything. You wanted to find out. You just loved every day when you got up. That's what it's like to be young. Just be raring to go in life, and it just helps you. It helps you in so many ways. But again, staying young just really does keep you young. So that's another life hack achieved. And the last one, I learned to appreciate. Now, slightly different from gratitude, this, because I learned to appreciate other people. Other people have different ways of doing things. I used to have a problem with this. I used to think, my way was the right way, until I realised that other people do things differently, but it's not wrong, it's just different. And that's great. But you learn to appreciate other people. Time spent with those people, the people you work, the people you love, the people you come in contact. I know it's difficult with masks nowadays, but you can smile with your eyes, and it just makes a difference. People know when you smile. They always say people can tell when you smile on the phone. So most like people can tell when you smile under a mask because your face lights up, doesn't it? All your face, not just your mouth. And we've got to be appreciate, like I said, people we often take for granted. Those who are closest to us are the ones we often take for granted, the ones we love, and so on. So remember them, appreciate them, what they add to your life. Behind every successful person is someone who's supporting them. And they make our lives so full and fulfilling. But we also need to remember, as we have been doing throughout this pandemic, health workers, essential workers, people who make the world go on. They say love makes the world go round. Well, essential workers make it go even better. So appreciate them in every way. And that's another life hack achieved. So I started off by saying these were easy life hacks, and they are. And the thing is, we do them, and you can do them every day. Allocate your time well, stay healthy, learn from other people, be grateful, remember what it's like to be young, and appreciate other people. So that's my reflection. Those are my life hacks that we can do. It makes your life so much better, so much more fulfilled, and so much happier. And what more could you want than that? So please let me know of other ways that you find life hacks that can make your life better and happier in so many ways. So thank you again for listening. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be here same time next week for my Christmas special, just before Christmas, 12:30 Wednesday GMT time. And until then, thank you again. Stay safe, stay happy. Look after those who you love and important to you, and help everybody you can. Malcolm Watson saying thank you again, and see you soon.